name is Carlos Osorio. Welcome to the Horsefors Farm. Thanks for coming and visiting us.
We teach all breeds, all ages. We are all studying Parelli natural horsemanship, and many of the students and boarders that come here are learning that program. Between combined, we have about 75 students in the Midwest here, and so there's a very good base here in this area for this business. Pat Parelli has a coverall, and Gretchen and I have both studied at their center in Colorado. And then Carlos, of course, looked around and we went and visited. We spent a day doing some field trips traveling throughout the Midwest to look at the coveralls that were here in this area and talking to people about it. We closed on the property in September and had our grand opening the last weekend of May of this year. And we're very, very happy to announce that we have a waiting list for our boarding facilities and have many things scheduled to use this arena as an education center. We wanted to have a much more open area, so we just again kind of came together and did a lot of design and redesign and again looked on websites and to come up with what we have here. With working in this business, traveling to different barns and working year-round, working in what appears more like daylight was really, really nice. It just helps overall. The second thing that we found now that we actually have gotten to work in it more is that the sound on the coverall is during a rainstorm is really reduced compared to being in a metal building. So love that we can continue to do our teaching and not lose our voices and playing with our horses, and they're not alarmed by the sounds either. So that was very helpful. Being that horses are prey animals and do not like to feel cornered, I think that they absolutely are much, much more comfortable here. The height of the building, the openness of it, and definitely the light and the dark issue. We have nice lighting in here, so we work in here, well after dark. But just certainly during the day, it's just a beautiful atmosphere, and again, the horses are much more comfortable in here. And as you can see, the size of this and the number of horses that we can have in here, we're all working. All of us that were playing in here earlier are all on more than 20, either 22-foot lines or longer, and we're not getting in each other's way. We have a tremendous sound system too that we love, that we added, and the acoustics in here are phenomenal. At our grand opening we had a band, and they loved the space and thought it was really nice to play in. So we love our sound system. We have automatic garage door and door openers. We have buzzers to buzz people in and out of the doors so that the horses are not worried about that. I think those were kind of afterthoughts. By adding the visibility from the second floor of our attached building, I think that feature, I don't know that you could do that in a traditional steel free-span building and have the same effect, because when you're up in the second level lounge, the appearance of it and the lightness of it, you're not looking out into a roof. You're just in the space, and you feel like you're in the arena itself. And then, of course, having the curtains and the wall, the height we put it at, I think we just really, hopefully, will find that it's everything we dreamed of. So far, so good. Just having something that is of this magnitude in this area is definitely, we're unique in that way. But the atmosphere that it provides just beyond the building that we attach to it is that the open feeling, I think, and the ability to be able to have a number of horses in here and just really feel the spaciousness of it. We actually have the eave that comes out, so it can be a rainstorm outside and we can have the curtains up and it doesn't rain in. We haven't had any seepage anywhere, so that's been, the design, of course, really helps to keep that and keep our landscaping that's around the building also intact. This was a cornfield a year ago. And so to see this building, and as they drive down the driveway, they're just, of course, very impressed with the whole setting. And then once they get inside, it's just kind of like speechless. This is unbelievable. It's beautiful. When can I bring my horse? If we don't have horses, can we just come here? I had a friend bring her granddaughter for a lesson, and she said, how do you get to be a member here? Because she just loved the whole atmosphere. And I think that's not only due to this, incredibly beautiful facility, but also speaks to the kind of work that we do with our horses. It's non-traditional training. It's very much about the relationship, and I think people feel that and see that.